But for those of you who don't know, my name is Michael Forrest, and welcome to the very last, the very final It's Go Time. Now, before we get going, I'm going to ask you guys, you guys probably know this already, but stay off the stage area here. This way nobody blocks this big display behind me and gives me a little bit of room to move around, do the whole hosting thing, right? In addition to that, if you guys could, let's see. Yeah, all right, that's actually pretty much it. Stay off the stage. That's good enough. Also, normally when we have events this small, what we do is we have a question and answers type thing. But I just want to say that It's Go Time started in May of 2019, and it helped thousands of Go users move through Altspace, and it helped improve everyone's, the way their device performed in Altspace. All the overheating things, we solved that. The battery power running out, we solved that. So there was all kinds of things we did that helped the Go users in Altspace. But Altspace is discontinuing support for the Oculus Go as of December 4th. And now that means the Go users will probably still be able to make it in for a little while, but as soon as they start doing updates that are mandatory, eventually they're going to be coming into Altspace and not seeing anybody here, which is sad. They may not know what's going on. Many Go users are upgrading to Oculus Quest 2s. Some are trying other things. Some people are going to 2D while they make up their mind. And for the past month, what we've been doing is we've been running Go Time events still in the hopes that we could help people as they transition to their new devices. That being said, so the support is ending, and then so is this event. I've really gotten a lot out of doing this. I began in Altspace by hosting AltspaceVR 101s. I did that for about a year, and then we started up It's Go Time, and Go Time led to Quest Time, and that led to I Am Possible, which led to Shark Time, and now this Thursday, we're going to be debuting a new event called It's Time to Move. We're going to take the elements that really work in Quest Time, where we do all those movement exercises. Some of you have been there before and you've seen it. And we basically expanded that into an entire event. And we're going to see how that goes. And we'll try that out. Those of you that are wondering what my Shark is doing up here, this is my friend and co-host Sharky, and he helps me put on an event called It's Shark Time. Now, we're going to be running the next one, assuming my equipment hangs in, on Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. So you check your event calendar. You'll find it under the All section because we don't have it featured yet because it's still in development. So you'll find it under the All section. You have to dig around a little bit, but click on Interested, and this way you'll get an email reminder about an hour before the event begins. That being said, now while we wait around, because now we have about 25 minutes to go here, does anybody have any questions at all about Altspace or about your device or anything like that at all that I can help you out with? All right. If not, I'll just keep telling you what, because, running It's Go Time really actually, is how I developed my hosting skills. I did it, originally I used to do it once a week. Then it went to twice a week. During Quest Week, we suspended it for about a week, and then we did like a whole bunch of different Quest times. And in that time, I tell you, I pretty much saw everything an Altspace host can see. Right, I am going to miss doing it, but hopefully with the new events, I'm not going to miss it all that much because I'm still going to be performing. I'm still going to be doing the events, and we're going to right now try it out with It's Time to Move. It's going to appear in Go Time's time slot. We're going to see how that works out. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. I mean, if you guys have any questions at all about your device or about Altspace, we do for those of you who aren't a Go, we do have solutions in terms of the overheating and the battery stuff, but you're really not going to have enough time to really implement them. By the time you do what we recommend and you order the fan and all that kind of stuff, by then the support's not going to be around on it anymore, which is really sad, actually. It is affecting thousands of Altspace users, and many of them are in the process of upgrading. But I still see there are some people out in the audience who are on an Oculus Go, and I think it's pretty sad. But as I said, for those who are just coming in now, this is going to be the very last It's Go Time. So if you guys have any questions about your device, I'm very happy to help out. Anybody have any questions at all? Anybody? No? Okay, cool. All right, well, let's see. Well, we still got about 20 minutes left, so if you guys don't have any question, this is going to be kind of painful. Any question about, what was that?
No, you made me forget my code.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Oh, I know what it is. Can you use the Go outside of Altspace?
You can for some apps, but any apps that require updates are going to be an issue. And that's why Altspace had to stop it, because what happened was that, when the news of the update came up, basically Oculus is not going to be able to send updates to the various things. So basically, Altspace doesn't have a choice because they push their updates through Oculus, and Oculus isn't allowing those updates to go through. All right. Let's see. Okay. All right. So that's that's what that's going on there.
Question for you, if you don't mind.
Yeah. What's up? ELM Otis? Outis, rather?
So you
Oh,
said
Elmo. Okay. Elmo Uchis. Listen, it's not you, man. I'm lousy at pronouncing the names. I really am. What was your question?
No, but don't worry. I know it's a weird name. You say it's your last time to go. Is there
Yeah.
something wrong with the Go? Will they stop supporting the Go? Or?
Well, that's the thing. The reason that we're stopping this event, see, it's Go Time. It actually came about as a way to help Oculus Go users because the Oculus Go didn't perform very well on Altspace. It would overheat. The battery would run out very quickly because the app is very demanding. And I, through trial and error, discovered some things that really helped turn those around and made the Go so reliable that I was able to host events. And the first event I did was It's Go Time, which taught people how to do this. But on December 4th, they're going to be discontinuing support for the Oculus Go in Altspace. Now, it's mainly because Oculus isn't going to push any updates at all for anybody. All right, so there are going to be some things that still work on it, like the browser is going to work on it, but any app that requires regular updates, such as Altspace, they have no way to push those updates. And so since there's no way to push the updates, there's really no point in having an event to help Go users if there aren't going to be any Go users left. All right. So what we did was.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. What was that?
So then it's the last week that I can use Altspace on my Go.
Well, it looks like you got two hands now, but you right now, you may be able to get in for a while after. But the second they push the first mandatory update, right? Some of not all updates are mandatory. So like what happens is you'll still be able to make it in probably, but when they do the first mandatory upgrade, what happened the last time I saw it, where they had a mandatory upgrade and people didn't do it, they were still able to make it into Altspace, but nobody was here. We had all moved on to the new version. So they were in here, but they weren't seeing anybody. It was very confusing for people. I think they stopped doing that, so it's probably just not going to load. Right. Well, it'll start to load and it'll either close or, there's going to be something along those lines. But, so there won't be any more Go users here. And as such, there's no point in having Go Time. So what we've done is we've replaced it with a new event called It's Time to Move, which is sort of a fitness thing. It takes all the elements that are in It's Quest Time, where we move things. During Quest Time, there's this big part of it where people they teleport back and forth like this, so they start moving around. And because of that, and that's the thing people like the best. So we made an event that's just that, where we're going to do a lot of movement exercises and stuff. It's going to be fun. I'm really looking forward to it. And I hope you guys are going to enjoy it. We also have It's Shark Time that we do, and this is another event where it's a game show where we give away world building kits. The next one is Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern. Check your event calendar and click on Interested. You'll find us on the All section of your events tab in your main menu. And we also do I Am Possible, and I'm forgetting one, a Quest Time. And yeah, that's about it. It ends up being 10 events a week. It's flight time. Yeah, that's 3 times a week where we teach new users to fly around and move them around in Altspace. Some of you guys have been to that already. All right. Now, that being said, does anybody have any questions at all about your device or about Altspace, about hosted events, about world building, anything like that? No? Okay, that's cool. All right. Well, then let's see here. We've got, about 19 minutes left. All right. Does anybody have any questions at all? Because, if you don't, this is going to kind of drag on for a little while. Suppose I could talk about, what was that? Stage? My stage is talking to me. I have a talking stage for those of you who don't know.
I was wondering if maybe we could try out some of those movement exercises if nobody has any questions.
We could, but I want to save it, actually. I got a whole presentation all planned out, and, it's the full thing. And, I don't want to ruin it, because it's a different, thing going on with the slide deck here. We're going to all music and it's a different set. So I'm not going to go ruining that. But it's a good idea, though, so no spoilers. We're not going to do any spoilers, stage. Yeah. The stage is excited, though. That's good. That's good to see. I like it when the stage is all into it. All right. And I like when the stage laughs, too. It's a good thing. All right. So, that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be doing It's Time to Move from here on out. And this is the last Quest Time. I've enjoyed doing it a lot. I've had some interesting moments you know, because everything, like I said, I kind of developed my hosting skills with that event, you know, because everything that could happen, like, you know, losing your slides, and then, like, you know, what do? We keep going, you know, trolling, of course. You can't have an event without having trolls, and some of my trolls have been really good to me, actually, you know, because I've been bring them into the bits, and, you know, it was really spontaneous. I became a troll whisperer. I really enjoyed it. But yeah, so there's actually, which I don't think was the intention, but I actually did. I got a lot out of it. There was this one time where before Altspace had the moderation tools that it has now, people would be able to just unmute themselves and just start talking, and they'd start yelling stuff out, you know. And there was this one guy who teleported right onto my stage, right in the middle of the bit, and I brought him into it, like right in the moment. He came right up to me, and it was right at the perfect time when I was giving an example. Right, it was a body language example. If you've ever seen Go Time before, when I come up and I said, if somebody comes up to you during an event and shakes your head and, like, don't do that thing. I know this guy makes it down onto the stage, because back then the stage was lower than the audience, makes it onto the stage, and, you know, and it was right when I was doing that bit. And I was like, so if so-and-so, I don't remember his name, but it was perfectly timed, comes right up to me, he's right in my face. And I go, so if this guy appears on the stage like he just did, and you know, me or a moderator goes like this and starts shaking his head, no, just like that, you know, so that's what we did. And so that, you know, it actually helped. It was actually pretty cool. And then, you know, what was funny is, as soon as I started giving him attention, he started running off the stage, and I'm going, no, don't go, I'm not done yet. You know, so there have been a couple of things like that, which really, you know, I think made the events a lot better. And, you know, it was just like a lot of practice stuff. And, you know, really, I really can't say how much I've enjoyed doing this. I really, you know, it's been great. I mean, I'm still going to be doing as many events, but this one was special to me because it was my first, you know, it was my first event. And it's where I found out that I really enjoyed hosting. So it's kind of, well, I mean, I really kind of found that out at the 101, but really, like, when it was my own event and I could do things, because, like, you know, the 101 is mainly, you know, by Altspace, and they use volunteers to do it. But there's a lot more freedom when you have your own event. Like, you could do your own sets. Like, I mean, this is the standard screen door effect that everybody gets, right? But we get to put our own little personal touches on it. Like, right now we have the It's Time to Go sign up. It used to be It's Go Time, and it had it so that it was somebody, like, climbing a mountain. Let me show. Actually, I can show you. Hang on a second. Let's take a look here. Yeah, this was the original Go Time slide. And what we did was we had this climber that was here because we wanted to show people being active in VR. All right, and that was a big deal for me because for those of you who don't know, I've been in bed for like the past few years due to a health condition, and I've used VR to actually make myself, you know, condition myself and get myself healthier, right? And it's really been working out a lot. So when we did the slide deck for It's Go Time, we wanted to show people being active, you know, with headsets on, right? Because we really thought it conveyed a message. Now, some people didn't get it. Some people didn't get the metaphor. People would come out to It's Go Time and they would ask me, they'd be like, oh, when are we going to start climbing? And I'm like, oh, man, no, that's not what that is. Can't you see the headset on the person, right? So what we did was when it was announced that the Go support was ending, we switched that slide from the person climbing to the person climbing on top of a mountain, like it says over the door there, where it's time to go. And it was like, look, hey, they finally made it, you know, which is great. And then looking out toward the next adventure kind of thing. And we did all of our own artwork for all that stuff. And, we kept on going with it, and it's been a super rewarding experience. We've really enjoyed doing it. It's been a lot of fun, so that's pretty much it, guys. If you guys have any questions about Altspace or about your device or about about hosting events or about world building or about any of the other events, like it's Shark Time, it's Flight Time, it's Time to Move, it's I Am Possible is another one, but if you have any questions about anything, really, just feel free to ask, because we got about another 10 minutes to go here. Anybody? No. You know what I've gotten into doing lately? When you look at the time and you look down at the menu, I've been doing this. I put my wrist right over the time so it looks like I'm checking the time. Body language is so important in VR. So if you see me doing this, I'm actually looking at the clock. It's a reflex now. I'm like that. Every time I look at the clock, boom, there's the wrist. Boom, just like that. All right. Does anybody have any questions at all? Anybody? No? Okay. You guys are just going to sit there and stare. All right, that's cool. We can do that. All right, I'm going to stare at you guys, staring back at me, and while you staring at me, staring at you, staring at me. What's up, Jeff? You walking up? You got something to say? No, you backing up? Okay. You thought about it, though, right? I saw you moving. All right, cool. Jeff, you're on an Oculus Go, right? What are your plans? And it looks like you, too, are also, Hannah. You don't have to answer if you're not comfortable. That's cool. You are muted, though. I won't be able to hear you. And so are you, Hannah. Hannah, how about you? What are your plans? Are you going to switch to another device, or are you just kind of out of luck for a little while?
Is it ending, like, in general, like, support for
Yes.
Oculus Go?
That's right.
That's...
Yeah. It is. It's very sad. It's affecting thousands of Altspace users, and because but at this time, Oculus is no longer pushing updates as of December 4th. So Altspace won't have a way to push any updates. Now it's still going to work for a little while after that, but it's going to be one day where you just come in and either nobody's here or it just won't load. What's up, Lynn? You got a question there?
So eventually, because I just...
Well, I'm sorry. Could you come a little bit closer? Because I can hear you from this distance. The spatial audio doesn't let me hear from that far. What's going on, Lynn?
I just bought the Oculus, and then the second one came out. Are they eventually going to make you have to buy the second one?
So you got an original Oculus Quest, and now the Quest 2 is out, and you're wondering, are they going to do to the Quest what they've done to the Go?
Good question.
Right.
Where you have to buy another one.
Well, eventually, I would say yeah, but the pattern that they seem to follow is you're probably going to have at least a year on it. And next year they may announce that they're no longer going to be giving any updates for the Quest. Nothing's been said about that. They're continuing to give updates, and from a software perspective, the Quest and the Quest 3 are very similar. So
If
that
I
may
may?
go a little bit longer. I don't see that being a very popular decision, and when they announced it for the Go, there was a lot of blowback. People were not happy about it. And, also, too, the people that are getting complained to aren't the right people. Like, you can't really fault Altspace for not carrying, for making support if Oculus isn't going to distribute the updates. There's nothing really they can do about that. So that's on Oculus, unfortunately. But yeah, so they're going kind of all in on the Quest 2. They're not, as far as I know, they're not selling any more original Quests. They're not selling any more of the, what is it? I think the Rift S, they stopped it on that too. So
That's
yeah,
right.
there's going to be, yes. So they stopped doing that. The stage agrees. So then it has to be true. But so, what was that, Lynn? Thank you.
Okay, I have a warranty on it. Is that going to even work anymore?
I would think so, yeah. There's still, if, let's see, so it's only the Oculus Go right now that you should really be concerned about. Let's, 1 second. Good Happy, what's up? Or Good Happy? Happy? Am I saying that right? Help. Oh no, what's wrong? What's wrong? It's going to be okay, man. Don't panic. What's going on? Don't run. I'm trying to help. You just asked for help and you ran away. Okay. Wow. All right. Well, that was, wow. All right. Well, now see, I didn't even get to find out what was wrong, man. Oh, you're up there now. Tell me what's wrong. What's the matter? How can I help? No? Okay. Let's see who else we got. We got Nerd Next Door. How's it going? Just saying, waving, saying hey. All right. All right. Well, I see a lot of you actually are on Goes, and if you haven't heard the announcement yet, that on December 4th, Altspace is not going to be supporting the Oculus Go anymore because Oculus is no longer distributing updates for that product. Yes, it's very sad. And it's affecting a lot of Altspace users, and it is unfortunate because we really enjoy doing Go Time and helping Go users get the most out of their devices. We really enjoyed that quite a lot, but we're not going to be able to do it anymore because if there aren't any Go users left in Altspace, we can't help them. So that's, it's very sad. But we are replacing this event with another one called It's Time to Move, and I think everyone's going to enjoy it. And hopefully you guys have made some plans for your next device, and it's a shame because the Oculus Go, I'm telling you, it is a great and affordable introduction to VR. It really is. I'm going to be sad to see it go. Oh wait, I didn't actually mean to do the play on words, but yeah, you guys get the idea. So that's and Go Time was my first event, so it was really special to me. It's something that I can and have done with my eyes closed. As a matter of fact, it's true. I was getting so good at doing them, they became like not repetitive, but like they didn't challenge me like new events did. Hang on, what's that? What's going on, Good Happy? Did you find the help you were looking for?
I came here to troll, but this is actually interesting. I'm gonna say.
You came here to troll and you changed your mind. Okay, that's cool.
Because you asked me what's wrong. Like no one else has treated me with that humanity. So I'm gonna stay.
Wow. All right. You know what, Good Happy? I know you're a troll, but you just made my day. Thank you for that. Here, give me a fist bump, man. Give me a fist bump. Make it count. Come on, man. Boom. All right. Awesome. Very cool. All right. Well, I was telling a story. Where was I? I just lost it. Well, trolling effective. I lost my place. That worked. Let's see. Where was I? Stage, help me out. What did I start saying before? I just completely blanked on it.
I completely
Hummingbird lost it. Okay, so we lost whatever story that was. It was a good one too. Let me see. I don't remember now.
Oh, you that you could present with your eyes closed. I remember
Oh
you
yeah,
said
yeah, yeah.
that.
So what happened was, right? It wasn't challenging me anymore because they were repetitive. It was the same event every time, and so I came in and I got on the stage, and just as the event was starting, I closed my eyes and I kept them closed for the entire event. And this included like me moving, me pointing the slides, and I watched it on video because for those of you who don't know, Ravenhall is our YouTube camera, right? So I watched the video from it, and it looked legit, man. You couldn't tell. I mean, like I was a little bit off on the pointing, like I was supposed to be pointing like right here, and I was over a little bit, like maybe to there, but you couldn't tell, and I was actually pretty proud of that. I don't think anybody knows that story except maybe the stage. The stage knows that story because I talk to the stage all the time. Stage, stop laughing. You're ruining my bit. All right, so then that's that whole thing. I said stop laughing, stage. See, this is the problem with the stages in Altspace. They don't listen. They just don't. It's a problem. All right, let's see. Anybody have any questions about Altspace or about your device or about events or about world building or anything like that at all? Good, happy. You made my day. What's your question?
I have an actual question. Is there a way to make it so my eyebrows don't get sweaty after going
That's
on?
actually a really good question. That's a really good question. You know what? Wet eyebrows in VR are the worst, right? I started doing when I started presenting, right? My health is like a concern. I spend a lot of time in bed because of it, right? And in the very beginning, when I first started hosting events, I would get like really winded and stuff, right? So what I did was before I came in, I splashed water on my face. Big mistake. I put the headset on, right? And as soon as I come in, now the event is starting, by the way. The people are showing up in the space, and my lenses just went completely foggy. I couldn't see a thing, right? And so I'm getting there, and I'm talking to the audience, and I can't see anything. I mean, it's just like this, like swirling colors. It was really uncomfortable. Now, eventually, it cleared up. Now, one thing you can do is you can kind of like, it's hard to explain this, but if you blow air through your mouth up through the nose hole, right, that can actually help. Right, it can actually stabilize the I don't even know if you can hear it. It's like that. You guys hear that? You hear that wind sound?
Actually.
Right. You can try that. Another cool thing you can do is take your headset, right, and gently pull it away from your face slightly. This will allow some air to get in and like do that. But basically, don't come in with wet eyebrows. And if you said it was from sweating, right, what you might want to try is check out a company called VR Cover. If you go to the AltVR website, in the upper left, you'll see a link that says channels. If you click on that, you're going to see all these Altspace event channels, and then down toward the bottom, you're going to see Ravenhall events, like it says on that back wall there. On the left-hand side, there's all these recommended products, such as VR Cover. And VR Cover has different inserts, and one of those inserts might be the answer you're looking for. You're probably going to want something with some good ventilation on it or something like that, but they do have a lot of options. They have really great products. Also on that page, you'll find a join Discord button if anyone wants to say hello and has any questions. That's a great way to reach us. And the most important button on the internet is there, the subscribe button. And when you press it, Altspace knows you enjoy our content. And when they know you enjoy our content, they're going to think we're valuable, right? They're going to want to keep us around. Maybe they're going to want to provide us with incentive. Maybe they'll make me an admin. They probably won't, but hey, I can dream, right? So then that's that whole thing. So the subscribe button is there, and it helps us a lot. We don't get paid to do this, so every time we see that number go up, it makes us feel good. All right, anybody have any other questions at all? Any questions about Altspace or about your device or about life, the universe, and possibly everything? We're happy to take those. Anybody? No? Okay. All right, well, let's see. We still got a couple minutes left here. So let me see, what else do we got? I can't give you information on how to make your Go perform better because after the 4th, that's not going to be a thing. So let's see. Actually, it looks like somebody's on the question list here on the host tools here. Let's see. I don't know if they pressed the button by accident. Oh, wow. Morgan Forrest pressed the button. All right. You out there, Morgan? You're on the air. Let's see. No?
Actually, I had pressed it, but it was an accident. But I just wanted to add, I don't know if he's still here or not, but an alternative suggestion would be just to shave your eyebrows, sacrifice for VR.
Shave your eyebrows? Really?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Sacrifice
Don't listen.
for
No,
VR.
I don't care if he's a troll. Don't tell him to shave his eyebrows. That is messed up. We do not support or endorse that decision. See, we're getting frowns from Hannah. She knows that's not cool. Yeah, definitely not. That is not a solution. Look, I love VR. I spend a good deal of my life in VR, right? But not even for VR would I do that. There's no way. The bad idea. Very bad idea. We're not. No. That's not happening. All right, I need a moment.
This is why I don't answer the questions. This is why you answer the questions.
All right. Yeah. Okay. All right. So yeah, we're definitely not recommending doing that. All right. Does anybody have any questions at all? Anybody? Questions about Altspace or your device, or about events or world building or life? Anybody?
Hello.
How about you, Babs88? See you coming in. What's up? You have any questions? We're just arriving. Wait, what's that? What was that?
New here.
You just new here. Well, welcome to Altspace. Do you have any questions as a new person about, like, hey, what's this all about, kind of thing? No.
I need you to explain to me what we're doing here.
In this event?
Uh-huh.
All right. Well, Altspace is pretty heavy on events. We have all kinds of events where some of it's entertainment, some of it's educational. There's all different kinds of events. Some of them are game shows. There's a lot of stuff out there. Some of them are like parties. There's a lot of different Altspace events. This event that you're in is called Go Time, and what we used to focus on was how to make Go users and make their devices perform better in Altspace. But they're discontinuing support for the Oculus Go. So for the past month or so, we've been asking Go users what their plans were, what they were going to do, and how they were going to, whether they're going to upgrade to another device, or they were just going to say, well, it's been real, and then go off into the sunset. We've been asking, and we've been getting a lot of different answers. A lot of people are giving their devices away to family members and stuff so they can try it out. That's the route I took, actually. When I got my Quest, I gave my Oculus Go to my mom, and recently when I got the Quest 2, I just gave her the original Quest. So, so that's that. And, and in the meantime, we're going to be replacing this event with another event called It's Time to Move, which is basically like movement exercises, and it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm hoping everybody's going to enjoy it. And that's pretty much that's what we're doing here. And we got a couple minutes left here, so we got time for one more question. Does anybody have any questions about your device or about Altspace or anything like that? Anybody? No? All right, cool. That works. So what we normally do at this point, at the end of our events, what I do is I go over here and I press this button on the wall. Now, when I press this button, you're going to see a Ravenhall Talon hovercraft fly down the street, and you can see it out the window go by, and it's going to go up over those trees out in the back, and it's going to land in the backyard area. There in the backyard area, we're going to, it's going to land, and we're going to go into it, and it's going to take us off to the Ravenhall Flight Academy, where I can teach you guys how to fly if you haven't learned how to fly already. If you do know how to fly, though, please keep in mind that there's still other stuff to be done there. We've got zip lining, which is a lot of fun. It's a different way to get around. If you don't know how to do that, it's basically a form of teleportation. We also have the Ravenhall Town hovercraft that you're about to see. When it flies by, you can actually fly the ship, and we can, you can hook you up with flying it over there. So we're going to go over there, and if you have any further questions or anything, we'll take them there. So without further ado, I'm going to go press the button. If everyone would direct your attention out that window right there, and I'm going to push the button. Here we go. And
Ravenhall Talon aircraft en route to your position.
Now that's a Ravenhall Talon hovercraft. Now you can fly the ship if you like, so let's go out and meet it as it comes in by going out through this doorway here into the backyard area where it will come in to meet us. Let's catch it. Let's catch it as it comes in, everybody. Let's get on over there. Here we go. There we are. Very nice. Awesome. Here it comes, everybody. And it's going to get in kind of low, but don't worry, it hasn't hit anybody yet. That we'll admit to.
Talon aircraft is now boarding outside for transport to the Ravenhall Flight Academy. Please exit the building and step into the blue light.
Oh, thank you, Stage.
Thank you.
All right, everybody, thanks for coming. You've been a great audience. I'll see you next time.